It took Tesla 12 years to make their first 1 million cars. Their fourth million took just 7 months. SpaceX landed their first Falcon 9 in 2015. The total launches that year was just 7. Last year, in 2023, they fell just short of 100 launches. We're going to talk about dynamism in manufacturing in data, and I'm going to introduce you to 3 companies bringing this type of dynamism to surveilling our oceans. That's Dive, Saildrone, and SOFAR. The story is going to be one of startup scale and speed, and the massive data effects when these services go parabolic. Before we get there, I want to pay respects to the masters of fleet dynamics. Services like Google and Apple Maps, even foot traffic data from Niantic's Pokemon Go. Google's Street View has over 10 million miles logged. Imagery from around the world. Last year, 2023, people walked 5 billion kilometers playing Pokemon Go and other Niantic properties. Way crazier when you consider that the Earth's average distance to the sun is about 150 million kilometers. Of course, Uber and Lyft are also incredible. Push that button, summon a driver, summon food services. Tens and thousands of cities. In the third quarter of 2023, Uber had $17.9 billion in gross bookings, and Lyft had 22.4 million active riders. But when you own the hardware, you build and manage the fleet, and data is embedded within everything, you build towards things really, really special. I promise we are steps away from the ocean, but we have to hit a really important detail about manufacturing and scaling that up. Tesla and SpaceX are this incredible, obvious mix of physical world mastery and data at scale. We started saying it took Tesla 12 years for their first million produced vehicles, but just 7 months to produce that last million. And with over 4 million highly intelligent cars, sensors, cameras, everything, driving the road consistently, and your manufacturing plan is only for more, it just creates this insane data mine. And we're just starting to really see where this will manifest. SpaceX follows this manufacturing journey too. The first year they landed one of their rocket boosters in 2015, they had just 7 launches. Last year, again in 2023, they fell just shy of 100 launches. And this year, in 2024, estimates are showing they're targeting 144 launches. Rockets in that case sound like a classic story of smart and efficient manufacturing. But what if we consider the first 60 Starlink satellites launched in 2019, and we consider that against what's said to be about 5,000 today? And then we further factored in approval for 14,000, with high possibility of further approval leading up to around this 30,000 figure. The companies that figured out supreme car and rocket manufacturing now have roads mapped, images categorized, and the largest network of satellites. Those are the dreams of deep manufacturing and data. So the ocean compromises over 70% of Earth. Depths over 35,000 feet. That's deeper than Everest at 29,000 feet is tall. And that's roughly the depth below the surface that our commercial planes are flying above the surface. Oceanographers and other marine professionals stress just how hard it is to collect and measure this data. Yet the ocean is so critical. It shapes our weather, regular day-to-day weather, and the most severe storms. It connects countries thousands and thousands of miles apart from each other. And it's a place where countries patrol and protect and deter, oftentimes going completely unnoticed. Here are 3 awesome companies bringing observability to our oceans. Dive. Dive produces a 20-foot long underwater autonomous vehicle capable of diving ocean depth. It's also really smartly manufactured to be super configurable. Saildrone. Saildrone has 3 classes of unmanned surface vehicles, tackling ocean mapping, defense and security, and just broad ocean research. And SOFAR. SOFAR produces affordable and easily deployable buoys that can measure data in real time, both on the surface and below. Let's look at these individually. Dive LD is an awesome example of modern trends in the defense and security industry. It's the combination of using smart manufacturing with guided systems, mostly autonomous as well. It was acquired by Anduril in 2018. Anduril is one of these companies bringing together modern startup energy and tech to the defense and security industry. And Dive is perfect for their existing platform. Mission-ready products, highly customizable, and using smart manufacturing. There's open interface to pair with a bunch of different other systems. There's large transport and payload capacity. And then there's this 3D printed element, making it even further customizable and bringing costs down. Now, especially given Anduril's nature and national security presence, it's a little difficult to know exactly what missions Dive is working on, but we know that Dive is at least in some part positioned as a commercial deep water survey and inspection product, and that they already have in place agreements for autonomous inspection of power cables deep below the surface. Saildrone is a San Francisco-based smart autonomous sailboat company. Power efficient autonomous surveyors are really awesome and come in 3 distinct classes. Their Explorer model can sail continuously for up to 365 days on just wind and solar power. And their surveyor line is capable of mapping up to 36,000 feet below the surface. Saildrone's fleet is equipped with crazy powerful sensors, and they've already tested their products in some of the craziest environments, sending it right into a hurricane and circumnavigating the Arctic. And last fall in 2013, they helped the Navy send out 10 of these Voyagers. There's that too. There's buoys. You know, the floats? Well, dumb buoys may serve as an important visual indicator, or what separates that yacht from a powerful concrete seawall. But easily deployable, power-efficient, solar-powered, smart buoys, managed in a data-connected way, could draw a lot of parallels to that Starlink SpaceX thought. SOFAR is doing exactly that, starting with simple and scalable hardware and a data platform. SOFAR is lighting up the ocean with sensors. Instead of million-dollar, mostly static and discrete buoys, you could deploy dozens, if not hundreds of SOFAR buoys for the same cost. And in basically any environment, like the Arctic for ice-breaking research. And right as a big storm, a big hurricane is approaching land, you can literally throw them out of planes. And they're GPS tracked so you know where they are all the time. Building this network of sensors, SOFAR is getting really smart with their real-time ocean data. And they're using this to help drive a commercial side for maritime shipping, helping provide and plan, just so you can optimize that much more in the ocean. Wrapping up, there is this promising movement of incredible hardware companies. They're building quickly with really smart manufacturing systems. They're embedding the data collection and management from day one. And it's crazy just how fast we start seeing again how you go from your first million to your 5th, or how you go from 7 launches to just shy of 100. It's exactly why we're seeing companies 3D print rockets, and other companies consider manufacturing in space. And it's the reason why we'll start measuring more and more of our ocean and even our galaxy. If you like this, of course, like, subscribe, etc. But way more important, let me know when you think, drop a company that you've been researching, and we'll see what we can create.